Listen closely to the tale of a cat so clever she could trick anyone. Discover how she outsmarted two trusting mothers in The Wily Cat and the Trusting Mothers.
Once, in a lush green forest, an old oak tree stood tall and strong, its branches reaching high into the sky. High up, in a soft nest made of twigs and leaves, lived a majestic eagle with her three newly hatched fluffy eaglets. Their tiny chirps filled the quiet air, a sweet sound of new life. In a cozy hollow carved into the tree's sturdy trunk, a sleek black cat had just welcomed her playful litter of kittens, their green eyes sparkling. Below, nestled among the tree's sturdy roots, a wise wild sow had found a safe haven from the sun and rain for her energetic piglets. Each family had found a perfect home, living close in their own corners of the grand old tree. One sunny morning, the cunning cat decided to play a trick. With a mischievous glint in her glittering green eyes, she carefully climbed the rough bark of the old oak tree. She crept silently until she reached the eagle's high nest, careful not to disturb the tiny eaglets. "Sister Eagle," the cat whispered softly, her voice barely a breath, "we are all in terrible danger. You must listen." The eagle, surprised by this urgent visit, leaned closer, her sharp eyes filled with worry. "Do you see that wild sow digging at the roots below?" The cat continued with a fake tremble in her voice. "She plans to dig until our tree topples over, and then she'll eat our helpless babies." The poor eagle, with her heart pounding like a drum, believed every word the sneaky cat said. Her sharp, watchful eyes darted nervously down towards the tree's base, imagining the worst. She pictured the strong, wild sow toppling their beloved home and harming her precious little eaglets. A shiver ran through her sleek brown feathers, and a deep fear settled in her heart. Overcome with terror for the safety of her vulnerable young, the eagle made a solemn promise to herself right then and there. She decided she would stand guard over her nest, wide awake, through every day and night, protecting her babies from the imagined threat, never leaving them alone. With her first trick wow, the cat quietly climbed down the tree, her long, twitching tail swishing with satisfaction. She made her way to where the great wild sow and her piglets rested beneath the gnarled roots. "Dear Sister Sow," the cat began in another hushed, urgent voice, her glittering green eyes wide and seemingly full of concern, "your little piggies are in terrible danger." The powerful sow turned her head, her tiny, intelligent eyes blinking slowly at the unexpected visitor. The cat pointed a slender paw upwards, towards the eagle's nest. "Can't you see how still the eagle sits on her branch, watching you intently? She's only waiting for you to leave so she can snatch your babies away the moment you go to find food." The wild sow looked up, her keen eyes scanning the leafy branches high above. She saw the majestic eagle sitting motionless, just as the cat had described, appearing to watch her every move. A chill of fear snaked through the usually brave sow's heart, and she too fell for the clever cat's deceitful words. She looked at her 5 cute, spotted piglets, so small and helpless, and a wave of protective love washed over her. Terrified that the powerful eagle might swoop down and take her precious little ones, she made a firm decision. She would not leave her piglets for even a moment, guarding them with all her might, never letting them out of her sight. With both the eagle and the sow now filled with fear and suspicion, the clever cat's plan was working perfectly. Her mission accomplished, she crept silently back into her snug little hole in the tree trunk, her long, twitching tail curled neatly around her. There, she happily settled down and curled up with her 3 playful kittens, purring softly. When the gentle night arrived, she quietly stole out from her hidden home, her padded paws making no sound. She spent the night hunting, eating her fill of delicious mice and other small, scurrying night creatures. Returning to her kittens, she brought back plenty of food for them, too. Several days and nights slowly passed by in this strange way. Under the warm gaze of the sun and the soft glow of the moon, the majestic eagle, thin and weary, absolutely refused to leave her nest, even for a moment, to hunt for food for herself or her hungry eaglets. Her sharp eyes, once so keen, now held a deep sadness and exhaustion. Below, the strong wild sow, also growing weaker by the hour, stood firm, watching over her little piglets with a worried heart, too scared to leave them to find a meal. Meanwhile, the clever cat, with her tummies full, stole out secretly each night, filling herself and her playful kittens with food. The cat and her kittens grew plump and happy, while the other families struggled. Sadly, the days turned into weeks, and the eagle and the sow grew weaker and weaker from constant hunger and fatigue. Despite their immense love and dedication, they simply couldn't hold on any longer. Their little ones, the fluffy eaglets and the spotted piglets, also grew frail without constant nourishment. One by one, quietly and sadly, all the families, except for the cats, succumbed to their hunger and fear. They slowly passed away, never truly understanding the deception that had been spun. The cunning cat and her playful kittens, well-fed and full of energy, were left to enjoy the quiet forest, having unintentionally gained a feast, but losing their neighbors forever. This story, while a little sad, teaches us a very important lesson about listening to others. The clever cat tricked her neighbors by spreading untrue and frightening rumors. The eagle and the sow believed these whispers without checking if they were true. This made them worry so much that they couldn't take care of themselves or their babies properly. It reminds us to be careful about what we hear and to always try to find out the truth for ourselves. Trusting false information can lead to sad consequences, and it's always better to live in peace and harmony, verifying what we hear instead of letting worry take over.
Ever dreamed of being the hero? Now you get to be the star. Your adventure starts at TalesMio. Visit talesmio.com now.